The White House wants colleges to have some skin in the game when it comes to student loans. It's considering a measure that would require schools themselves to take a financial stake in their students' ability to repay government loans. David Nicholas is back with us. He's the president of Nicholas Wealth Management. David, I'm not sure how this proposal works, but it's certainly better than writing off student loans or giving them to a college for free. What do you make of the proposal?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Stuart. 1 million Americans default on their student loans every year. So this proposal is basically saying, look, if you're going to admit a student to your university and they default on their loan, that university needs to have some skin in the game when it comes to repaying this loan. Because why should U.S. taxpayers be on the hook? But Stuart, if I can just say, we really don't have a free market system when it comes to universities in this country. Why? Because cost is not the main driver of price. Demand in a free market system is the main driver of price. And so what we're essentially doing as taxpayers is we're writing a subsidized blank check to these universities saying, charge us whatever you want to charge us. And guess what? The U.S. taxpayers will be on the hook if they default the loan. Yeah, so universities have zero incentive to lower costs.
Well, the universities and colleges themselves hook people in by saying, you've got to have this credential and you've got to go to college and this is the college for you. That's what they do. They've hooked in these students regardless of whether they can repay and regardless of whether or not they're going to get a decent job from the degree that they expect to get.
It's a great point, Stuart. There's this lie, mainly pushed by the left, that says every American should have a guaranteed right to college in this country. Well, you know what? That lie has consequences. Now Americans have $1.3 trillion in student loan debt. There's statistics that say in the next 5 years, 40% of that debt may go into default. And so one of the things that we look at is, we want college to be affordable. I think it's a noble cause. But when we just look at wages in the last 30 years, the median income 30 years ago was about $54,000. Fast forward today, it's about $59,000. Over that same 30-year period, the cost of a four-year college has gone from $26,000 for a four-year period to over $100,000 for college. So the cost of college has increased 8 times faster than wages over the past 30 years. I actually think that's immoral. Okay. So if we really want college costs to come down, we need to get government out of the student loan business.
I'm with you all the way, but I've got one last question. Throughout my 16 years in America, the mantra has been, everybody's got to go to college. You've got to go to college. Do you agree with that?
It's a noble intention to let everyone go to college, but Stuart, we need tradesmen. We need craftsmen. We were just finishing out our basement, and it seems like it's harder and harder to find individuals that can do woodwork, right? There's all these talents and trades in America that have to be filled. And if everyone has a college degree, Stuart, I'm sorry, but I don't think the economy is going to move along as it should. So no, I think it's a lie that everyone needs a college degree, but college should be affordable, but we need these trade schools. And one of the things the administration is doing is saying, look, we do need students to be able to go to a trade school, have these other degrees. A college degree is not the end-all, be-all for U.S. citizens.
All right. Thanks for joining us again, Mr. Nicholas. We appreciate always when you're here. Thank you very much, sir.